Hi guys, this is Shaft. With me is Untold. We both are from Legit Gaming, LG, the most epic up-and-coming amateur team that exists on Battle.net today. We are the best in North America, Europe, SEA, Asia, Korea. It don't matter. We're the best. Fuck you. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing pretty great after that introduction. Makes me smile.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. What are we looking at today, buddy? Let's go and get this game paused. And 3, 2, 1, go. What are we looking at today?
Well, we're looking at the second game that we've seen between these two players, Hyun and Welmu. In the first game, we saw Hyun do a really strong roach drop into the main of the Protoss army, just really showing that he can multitask really well, macro, and just ultimately outplay his opponent.
Fair enough. Could you give introductions for our players?
Absolutely. In the top right, on Shakura's Plateau, we do have from TSL's own Hyun. Golf clap. And in the top left, we do have the purple Protoss, pretty purple Protoss, I should say, from Team Eclipsia. His name is Welmu.
Yes, sir. And he's actually got a moon painted on his Nexus. That's pretty awesome. Pretty purple lunar Protoss.
I like it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me too. He's kind of glittery. I wonder if his hair rains down in silvery waves. It's a fair question.
That is a fair question. I've never thought of the possibility of that.
Yes, sir. I could go Liquipedia him, but that would ruin all my fun.
Yes, it would. Do you see him throwing down the Nexus, or not the Nexus, the hatchery at 15? You also do see him throwing down a Nexus first build, which is pretty smart. You know, you can really do it either way. It's a lot less safe. I know that if Hyun would have scouted that, he would have just gone for the natural. He would have scouted that beforehand, at least. He would have just gone for the natural, and he even could have gone for 3 hatch before pool, which is something that Cats has been doing lately, and it's actually a really strong build if they do go for a Nexus first.
Wow, okay, 3 hatch before pool. That sounds really interesting.
Yep. Well, 2 hatch before pool, technically, but...
Well, I know what you mean.
Okay, great.
Okay, so we've actually got Hyun taking his third as his second. How do you refer to these bases in a game like this? Becomes a question of logistics, I think.
We'll just have to refer to this one as his third still. He's just going to take his third as his natural, basically.
Fair enough, fair enough. Actually, Lings get past the photon cannon. That's huge, actually. There are Lings in your base. It's like having snakes on your motherfucking plane.
Denzel Washington would be proud.
That was Samuel L. Jackson, you homo.
No, it was not. No. Wait, Denzel Washington was in that movie. Don't make me look dumb.
No.
Damn. Okay. I need to brush up on my movie watching, obviously.
I see.
Now, I don't like this, that Welmu is actually having 6 probes chase these Lings. You know, that's so much mining time that he just lost for 2 Lings, which really aren't doing anything. They haven't killed anything yet. They're just here just being annoying little creatures.
They are scouting, but yeah, you're right. They're not doing any real damage except for mining time. And these little overreactions are playing right into Hyun's mad, crazy, evil scheme.
Yep. Now, if I'm in Welmu's position, I'm going to be thinking, okay, last game, oh, that went bad. I hated that game. He outplayed me. He outmacroed me. He played that Stefano style. What can I do to kind of throw him off? You do see that he's actually getting really fast 4 gas, which, as a Zerg player, would signify Stargate play to me, but I'm not entirely sure what his plan is here.
Both players are actually taking their gas now. It looks like Hyun's going to be favoring the Stefano style we've seen from him game after game after game. And Welmu, man, he's kind of an open book, or kind of a closed book right now, rather. Yet Welmu sees everything that's going on, and the fact is, nothing's being built right now because these Lings are in his base. He doesn't want to give anything away, so this could potentially be affecting his build order.
I feel like it's affecting his build order a lot. I think that it delayed whatever Welmu was planning on doing, and you do actually see him throwing up a Stargate right now. So he is going to go for that Stargate play. He's going to try to be a little bit more annoying than last game, do some harassment, whatever he can really do. He's got this Stalker patrolling around, checking for Overlords, making sure this doesn't get scouted. Throws down a second and a third Stargate.
Look at the
Okay.
bank on Welmu, actually. He's still at 300. This affected his build order so much. He had the resources to throw down 3 Stargates to get back into this game as far as lost production goes. And right now he's just kind of bottlenecked a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like Hyun, especially at 7:38 minutes, should be sending in 1 or 2 Overlords to suicide them to figure out exactly what his opponent is doing.
He's
and
actually
he'll
choosing to make an Overseer, cancels it at the last second, and builds it somewhere else. Interesting decision. We've got both Ling and Roach Feed coming as well. The Evolution Chamber finishing up. We should be seeing a Roach upgrade for attack here in the near future. This is very textbook stuff here. By Hyun. Welmu, on the other hand, has been forced to improvise this game almost entirely since those snakes arrived on that motherfucking plane.
Yeah, absolutely. You do see this Overseer popping in. He's gonna see. He sees. Oh no!
Overseer
1, 2, 3
gets
Stargate.
away with 1 health.
So now Hyun's just in this oh shit moment. Oh my god, that's a lot of Stargate. He's gonna go for mass airplay. I need to get my Hydra Den down immediately. I need to get a ton of Spore Crawlers. I need to be completely safe against this.
And Spore Crawlers are going down everywhere, man. Look at this. Hydralisk Den even being dropped as well. It's actually in front of the Spore Crawler, so hopefully he's trying to get that tank just a little bit, regardless of what units come at him.
Yeah, I think Welmu's build is delayed so much just from those snakes on that motherfucking plane that he's in a lot of trouble here. Hyun's fully scouted. He's got a bunch of Spore Crawlers. He's got a Queen. He's going to be 95% safe against this.
Why did he just target down that Zealot? It wasn't actually blocking the ramp.
I'm not sure, actually.
That kind of
does kill the cannon, though. There's only a few Stalkers and a Sentry there to do any damage. He's going to try to just brute force his way to the front. It's not going to work, though. He needs to just pull this back and regroup and go again.
I'm pretty sure that attack by Hyun actually sets him back a little bit. Welmu is getting back into this game rather slowly, but Hydralisks are coming across the map, and if there's going to be an equalizer, this will be it. In fact, Void Ray and a half goes down.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what you'll see a lot of Zergs do is if they are going for the Stefano style and you see them going mass air, they'll make a ton of roaches and just try to brute force their way through. The reason this doesn't work is because you can't attack air units, and these air units have free reign and they're going to kill your entire army, and if their economy is still intact, you're going to be really far behind. And that's something that a lot of players don't realize.
So now he's doing Hydralisks instead, and he's either going to reinforce with Lings or Roaches. But right now, mostly sitting on a Hydraling army, and that's a pretty interesting composition.
Yeah, that's definitely the composition that you want against this, I would definitely say. He's got a lot of Stalkers. He saw that in his army. He's got a lot of Stalkers. He doesn't have a huge amount of Zealots. So this Ling Hydra is going to do a lot, because if these Lings can take as much damage as possible, these Hydras can just have free reign to do so much DPS.
The Hydras are actually not going to be forced to go up the ramp, which is amazing. The Overseer there is just icing on the cake. That is genius.
So smart. Yeah, that's so smart. That's really just showing that he's so comfortable and just a solid player in such a standard way.
I mean, you said you've never heard of this guy.
No, I've never seen any of his games. I can tell you after today I'm going to be looking up a lot more of his games, though.
Yeah.
This is a player that he hasn't done anything weird. He hasn't done anything against the standard, and he's just done it better than everybody else.
Yeah, I guess that is something, though. I wouldn't call Hydraling very standard.
No, I wouldn't either. I feel he's adapting to the situation perfectly, though.
I agree. He starts off standard.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he goes with the flow.
He's just going to keep making a bunch of Hydras and Lings, and he's going to be completely fine. I feel like another route that he could have taken is he could have thrown down a Spire, gotten a bunch of Corruptors, and done a Roach Hydra Corruptor push. That would be really strong against his style, especially.
Definitely. And
throwing down his 4th and 5th again, trying to get that heavy economic lead that he had in the first game. You know, just playing this really well, you know, playing Zerg the way it was meant to be played.
Absolutely. What I'd like to see is him get dropped again.
Oh, that would be amazing. I would love to see a Nidus Worm with Hydras in it. I would love that.
Yeah, I like drop a little bit better than Nidus Worm for a couple of reasons, though. Nidus Worm is pretty easy to stop if you hear it coming. And
yeah, that's true.
Nidus Worm is good if you're like rallying to the front of their base, but for punishing this third, which just went down, you can really do some damage. If he's going to be in position to defend this third, you can do some damage with a drop. And if he isn't in a position if he is in a position to defend this third, then you can just go hit it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one little error that Hyun made here is you're always supposed to have a Ling ready and prepared to see when your opponent's moving out. And he didn't see that probe actually went to the third and started the third. He's going to be able to kill it nonetheless easy as pie, but the fact that he doesn't even know that it's up yet is a little bit of a problem.
2 cannons and 3 gateways, well, 2 gateways and a pylon, I'm sorry, are being dropped now at Welmu's base. Let's get a good idea of, is it blocking that ramp? No, it's not. The Zealot is there. So all he's going to have to do is target down the Zealot with the Hydras. This pretty tech-oriented army at the natural. There's not really any beefy units there. The Stalkers are pretty fragile by themselves against this number of Hydralisks. It's all going to come down to the Colossi, really. And right now, there's nothing to tank for the Colossi, so even they...
Yeah, I think what Hyun is thinking is he's thinking, okay, if he pushes down his ramp, I kill him easy. No problem, he's dead. Oh no, Welmu's about to lose at least a lot. Oh no, he just gave up all those probes for free. And then he realizes, oh, well, you have a third. Okay, well, I'm just going to push in and kill this. And you're going to be in the terrible position, the same terrible position you were about 30 seconds ago.
What time are you at?
1742.
I'm at 58. I'm going to go ahead and pause it.
I'm not sure how that keeps happening.
Your computer's not as good as mine, so you're dropping...
55, 56, 57, 58, 59,
okay.
18, no one.
Alright, so how's your Ling army? This is turning into the last game at the same time for the main reason of Hyun has such a huge economic lead. Like, if he wanted to, he could turn all of his drones into spines and then just remax on drones if he wanted to and just be completely fine. Welmu's army is not scary in the least. He's just desperately trying to get a third up, and unfortunately it's just not going to work for him because Hyun is being completely relentless. Hydra, Ling, Muto with 3 or 4 roaches. How the hell is this fragile army not dying to Void Ray Sentry Colossi?
Because it's a very squishy army, but it's a very high DPS army. If you split units up and you micro properly against Colossus, you'll be so surprised at what wonders you can work out. Like, okay. These mutas alone are doing so much damage.
It does look
He's
like
trying
to
clear out as many Void Rays as possible.
This is true, man. GG dropped by Welmu.
Yeah, GG.
Pretty epic stuff right there, dude. Pretty epic stuff.
Yeah, definitely why it is very enjoyable watching high caliber players like these play.
That is definitely true, man. So, any closing up words for this game here?
Play standard, play it well, and you will outplay your opponent every time if you do good enough.
I'm so confused by you calling Roach drops and Hydra Lane standard.
I feel like the base style of play that he went for is so standard in that Stefano type of style, but he had these little deviations that were just so creative and so he played a lot of mind games with his opponent, and it worked out in his favor every single time.
True that, true that. Well, didn't you say you have to go to bed?
Yeah, I actually do need to get going. It's about almost 5 in the morning here.
Oh man, sad face, sad face. But we will probably finish these up tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and continue these without you. So tomorrow we've got a King of the Hill at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
I'm actually going to be gone till like Monday or Tuesday.
shit.
So you may have to finish them without me.
I think I will. I think I will.
But nonetheless, I want to do thank you for letting me come on here and let me kind of get my foot in the door a little bit with the whole casting thing.
Yeah, man, you did a really good job actually. A lot of your well, you're a mid masters player, is that right?
Mid to high masters, yeah.
Yeah. So your analysis is actually really, really valuable. Um, I mean, that's what it really
Thanks.
comes down to sometimes is not all of these casters that you see on GOM and MLG and stuff are the higher caliber players. So some of what they say is either bullshit or they're guessing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
And
sometimes
basically,
it's good to,
the only way you gain that knowledge is from playing at that level and learning. There's so much to learn about this game. You never stop learning in this game ever.
if,
Doesn't happen.
if you stop learning in StarCraft, you're dead or watching replays.
Exactly.
Well, with that being said, man, thanks for coming on. Hope to hear
Yeah.
more from you. Aren't we going to be doing a Zergling Roundup coming up in the near future?
I'm not even sure what that is.
Thought I'd talk to you about it earlier. The Zergling Roundup's one of my shows that feature up and coming players.
No,
Yeah, it's
never
just
talked to me about
it's
it.
a goal to promote. Okay, well, hell, we're talking about it now. The
Let's
goal is
talk
to
about it.
promote up and coming players, like I just said. Feature, little wonky styles, whether you're super super standard or you like to go against the grain. Whatever you like to do, show it off.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds like a good idea, man.
Cool deal. Well, we will be
We'll
doing that.
definitely be in touch about it. I would love to be a part of it.
Sweetness, sweetness. Probably next Monday night, actually.
And I did want to say also, is that everybody should try to follow our team. Stay as much up to date with whatever we do. Follow our team on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at Untold SC, as in Untold as in Untold Starcraft, just the letter SC. I'm sure my best friend in the world here has a Twitter as well that he would like to plug.
Yeah, LG Shaft.
There you go, and just follow him, and I'm sure every single one of us will have updates to do with our team, to do with our personal life, to do with hookers we're killing. Whatever you want to find, we have it.
Absolutely. And on the subject of killing hookers and my Twitter, it's actually at the bottom.
Oh, well, fair
But I
enough.
will link to you on the Blip TV so that
Awesome.
people can get easy access to your your Twitter.
Well, all of the above sounds amazing.
Okay, dude. Well, we have done enough preamble. People are going to sleep listening to us. And it's not because it's 5 a.m. It's because we're being boring. So I'm going to say goodnight, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And hope you enjoyed these games. There will be more coming up very, very
Thanks, guys.
soon.